income to get this house for us, we don't supposed to have this house.
Why? Because you're not gonna live in it?
No, hear me out. I'll put my income on the line, but as a man, you are the leader. You're supposed to provide. That means you already coming in the door above your means if you need all of my pockets.
No. It's about the bank. You gotta remember.
No, that's different. Like on paper.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
that's different.
So here's my thing, right? If we are trying to get,
let me run that back.
If you need my income to get this house for us, we don't supposed to have this house.
Why? Because you're not gonna live in it?
No, hear me out. I'll put my income on the line, but as a man, you are the leader. You're supposed to provide. That means you already coming in the door above your means if you need all of my pockets.
No. It's about the bank. You gotta remember.
No, that's different. Like on paper.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
that's different.
So here's my thing, right? If we are trying to get,
I'm getting that she don't really want her income to be factored into this because that makes it much more challenging when it's time for her to divorce you and leave. Or if y'all not married and y'all just living together, then she could just pick up her stuff and go. And there's nothing for her to worry about. It's all on you. It's your problem. If y'all saying that these women are actually having a harder time committing to marriage than men are these days, and that women really don't want to be married like that and don't want to be committed and don't want to be tied down, then why would I want to put my name on anything that's going to tie me to you financially if I want you to pay all the bills?
Hey, go ahead, Vince. Go ahead.
I heard something completely different.
Go ahead, man.
I heard if you need my income to buy this house, then we don't need to buy this house.
That's exactly what she said.
If you need my income so we can get approved for more, then we don't need to get approved for more. And I totally agree with her.
But she still wants the house.
Hold a second.
You agree with her.
I agree with her. You know why? Because most people's number one issue is money. I tell people, go into a relationship based on one person's income. One person and maybe a little bit of hers. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. I understand what you're talking about. If you need my income so we can move to Bloomfield, then maybe we need to stay in Southfield. Can you make more so we can get in Bloomfield? Because the one thing an old man that told me is don't ever depend on a woman's income. Depend on a woman's income. That don't mean it's not helpful. That don't mean it doesn't add, but to depend is your downfall. Because a woman can stay in their feminine energy when they don't have to be worried about but that's my job. So if I can only afford a 1-bedroom, then we gonna stay in this 1-bedroom. So I agree with her. If you need my income to qualify for this house, then maybe we don't need it. Maybe we need to stay within our means and buy something cheaper until we both build.
No, I ain't giving her no pass, bro. So I just heard what she said. No. You got to be all in my pockets. Nope, I ain't giving you no pass. So no, that ain't no fiscally being responsible. That ain't what's the best money decision. She don't want none of her. Nah, see, I ain't give
That's it.
When you say something like
she said, if you need this money to qualify for this house, we don't need it.
Let him cook
this. If a woman say that you got to be all in my pockets, that tells me right there she don't want you in her pockets. She don't want none of her money having to pay for anything of priority. Her money is going to be for what she decided it is. If she want to jack it off at the Saks Fifth Avenue or whatever. But when she said that key word, that key phrase, I know where she's coming from. It's not about being fiscally responsible. It's not about what's best. So she's one of them young ladies who, to your point, Vince, she going to want him to get that Bloomfield house. So she can be flexing to her girls like, yeah, sis, I stay out here in Bloomfield. See, she just told on herself. See, we gotta listen to what people say.
House,
rewind it.
She still wants the house.
Rewind it one more time.
You need my income to get this house for us. we don't supposed to have this house.
Why? Because you're not gonna live in it?
No, hear me out. I'll put my income on the line, but as a man, you are the leader. You're supposed to provide. That means you already coming in the door above your means if you need all of my pockets.
No. It's about the bank. You got to remember.
No, that's different. Like on paper.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's different.
So here's my thing, right? If we are trying to get,
she still wants the house. She just don't want to have to pay for it. She's saying if we don't, well then if you're the leader and you're needing me to put my income up, then we're not supposed to have this house. Yet
I agree. I agree.
She's not saying that because she's fiscally responsible. She's saying that because she don't want to be responsible. She's still gonna want that nice house. Sure. Y'all already know that women are out here saying, I don't want to be with a man if I gotta struggle love. So she's not trying to stay in no shack. Y'all already know she's not trying to stay in a shack. She's not saying, I'll live in a shack with you so that we don't have to live above our means. That's fiscally responsible. I'll live in a lesser house. I'll live in a smaller house so that we could, be more responsible, save money, whatever. She's saying if you need me in order to get it, I want the house, but you as the leader shouldn't need to be asking me for nothing in order to get it.
That's not what. No,
she didn't say nothing.
She said you shouldn't need to be.
She said all in my pockets.
You shouldn't need to be in my pockets, right? She said you shouldn't need to be in my pockets in order to get it, right?
I agree with her.
She's saying I'm not really. You shouldn't have to ask me for money in order to be able to afford the house. As the leader, you should be able to afford this house, right? That's what she said, right?
Mm-hmm. Essentially.
At the end of the day, is she still going? Is she going to want to live in the house that only his income can afford, or is she going to want to be in the nicer house, but just not want to have to be responsible for paying for the nicer house?
We know
the first option. I would say it's the first option because the way I agree with Vince 1000%. But I actually didn't think about it. I didn't consider that perspective until you said it. I said, wait a second. Then you played it. I said, that's what she's saying. Now you're focused on her, I guess, hood vernacular and saying being up in my pockets. But she basically repeated what she said in the beginning, which was more proper English vernacular. So you can't get hung up on.
I don't care about the vernacular. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, I'm saying
I'm not talking about no vernacular. I'm talking about what she means.
No. Come on, Joe.
I was talking about what Quay was mentioning. It seemed like he was hung up on, and they always talk about the way you say it. But I looked at what she said, hear me out. And it wasn't like she was coming aggressively, like, I'm not going to pay nothing to I don't think, now you made 2 points, Chloe. You say it could be the one option, the first one, or the second one, in which she's an opportunist, which is the second one, or she's more like, okay, whatever you can afford, I'm willing to live in. I'm going to take the position of the first option because
okay, y'all.
That's just the impression I got. Now, I can see how you can take the position for the second option. So the truth is, neither one of us knows if she's doing it for opportunistic reasons or she's doing it for practical reasons.
Now, I could be completely wrong about this woman, but I'm looking at her very well kept up self and she's not going to want to live in that shack. She's not getting shack. She's getting chalet.
So let me ask this question right here. Because we keep making this statement, so I need to see what's behind it. So let me ask this question. We keep saying it's his responsibility. What's her responsibility?
To get on this program.
Right, and you know that ain't about to happen, Vince. See, that's my point.
She needs to I
know, but we gotta be honest about it. It is what it is. We gotta be honest about this stuff. A young lady saying that she don't want you all up in her pockets. That lady is not trying to get on your program. Like, we gotta be honest about this thing. See, ladies who want to get on your program, they're gonna be like, well, what do you need? How much you need me to put on that thing? Yep. Shoot, some ladies gonna be like, "Who take this check and go ahead and build, take this check and invest and build this money." This ain't even a lady who talk.
Wait. First of all, time out.
Hold on. Because I've hold on. What I'm really speaking to is the mindset and the verbiage. Yep, a young lady who was really looking to get on a man's plan and follow his leadership to that extent does not talk like this young lady in this video. Yep, she's not going to be worried about somebody being all up in some pockets, because a real man that's about that work and about that husband life, he's not going to be worried about her being all up in his pockets either. So I can tell by her verbiage that she is not that type of girl. Now, at the end of the day, the piece that we got to understand is this particular back and forth is going on everywhere. Yeah, we got the men out here trying to do what they trying to do. We got the ladies talking about telling the men if they can lead or not. Now, I'm not sure where that started. Yeah, because somebody all of a sudden then became the expert in leadership. But yet I'm seeing all type of credit card debt, student loan debt, evictions left and right, and this and that. But you trying to tell somebody else how to lead the right way. So we need to check that part first right there. Somebody always trying to tell somebody else how to lead the right way, but yet their situation ain't stable. What's good? It's your boy Quay Price, holding it down for Candid Convos. Man, if you enjoyed this video, man, go check out this next one.